Hey guys, Mythos Gamer, welcome back to turn number 8 of our first game using the King in Yellow expansion. We're going to do a quick overview of our investigators before we go into our upkeep. Our first investigator, Joe Diamond, has 5 stamina, 4 sanity, 5 clue tokens, $1. For his skills, he has a speed of 6, a sneak of 1, a fight of 5, a will of 0, a lore of 0, and a luck of 3. Joe has the sneak skill. He has his 45 automatic, the one-time use petrifying solution, and the awesome press pass. And he also has 1 gate trophy and 1 toughness worth of monster trophies. Our second investigator, Diana, has 6 stamina, 4 sanity, and $4. For her skills, she has a speed of 3, a sneak of 1, a fight of 1, a will of 4, a lore of 6, and a luck of 1. She has the Silver Twilight Lodge membership, the Expert Occultist skill. She has 1 weapon, the Gladius of Carcassa, and she has 2 spells, the first being the Storm of Spirits, and the second is Summon the Beast Within. She also has 1 gate trophy. Our third investigator, Lola, has 4 stamina, 2 sanity, 9 clue tokens, and $6. For her skills, she has a speed of 5, a sneak of 0, a fight of 4, a will of 2, a lore of 4, and a luck of 1. She has the bravery skill, the Inner Beast magical effect, the Gladius of Carcassa, the Derringer, and the ley line map. She also has 5 toughness worth of monster trophies. And our final investigator, Min, has 4 stamina, 4 sanity, and 11 clue tokens. For her skills, she has a speed of 5, a sneak of 1, a fight of 1, a will of 4, a lore of 4, and a luck of 0. She has the Marksman skill. She has 1 spell, the Storm of Spirits. Her first unique item is the Carcassonne page. And her other unique item is the Seeker of the Yellow Sign. For common items, she has the Director's Diary and the ley line map. For trophies, she has 2 toughness worth of monster trophies. Okay, we're going to pass the first player marker from Lola to Min and move on to our upkeep. The first thing we're going to do is use Min's team player ability. She may choose one other investigator in her location. They gain a +1 bonus to all skill checks until the end of turn. Right now, Min and Diana are in both the Black Cave, so Diana will gain +1 to all her skill checks until the end of turn. Next, Diana is going to attempt to cast her Summon the Beast Within spell. It's a casting modifier -2, cost 0 sanity, and if she's successful, she will gain the Inner Beast magical effect. Because Diana has a lore of 6, she will roll 4 die. And she got a success. Diana now has +1 to maximum stamina, -2 to her maximum sanity, +2 to combat checks, and an additional movement point. The movement point is really huge. Diana, even with max speed, only has a movement of 3. Getting that extra point will be really helpful. That's it for our upkeep phase. We're moving on to the movement phase. Our first investigator, Min, has a movement of 5. She's going to go from the Black Cave to the Rivertown streets and then to the graveyard where there's a gate to the Plateau of Laying. Our next investigator, Joe Diamond, has a speed of 6. He's in the French Hill streets and needs more clue tokens. So he's going to go from the French Hill streets to the South Side streets, then from the South Side streets to the Uptown streets, and then finally to the woods, where we'll collect both clue tokens. He's also going to exhaust his press pass, giving him an additional clue token. This brings him up to a total of 8. Now that Joe has used the press pass to get his 8 clue tokens, he doesn't really need the press pass. There's probably a different investigator who could make more use of it. So Min is going to use her Carcassonne page to take the press pass from Joe, and the next turn she can pass off to whoever needs it. Now that Diana's turned into a werewolf, and she doesn't have any clue tokens, we're going to start sending her on Arkham cleaning up some monsters. So first she's going to go from the Black Cave to the Rivertown streets, and then from Rivertown streets to the Easttown streets, where she's going to fight the Shoggoth. The Shoggoth's pretty nasty. Has a -1 to horror check, doing 3 sanity damage, -1 to combat check, doing 3 stamina damage, has 3 toughness, physical resistance, and Nightmarish 1. For a horror check, Dinah has a will of 4. So we will roll 3 die. And she got a success. She will still take 1 sanity damage because the Shoggoth is Nightmarish 1. This will bring her down to 1 sanity. Diana has a fight of 1, so she's going to cast her Storm Spirit spell. The casting modifier -1. If she's successful, she'll get +3 to combat checks and use her lore skill instead of her fight. Right now she has a lore of 6, so we're going to roll 5 die. And she successfully cast the spell. She also gets an additional +2 to combat checks from her Inner Beast magical effect. With Inner Beast, Storm Spirits, and her lore, that brings her up to a combat check of 11, -1 from the Shoggoth. She's going to roll 10 die. She needs 3 successes. These are our first 5. We got 1 success. And our second 5. And we got our other 2 successes. So she will kill the Shoggoth, getting 3 toughness worth of monster trophies. She's down to 1 sanity though, so we need to be a little more careful. Our final investigator for movement is Lola. She is going to leave Yuggoth. She is now back in Independence Square with an explored token. That's it for our movement phase. We're going on to our Arkham Encounters phase. Our first investigator, Min, is going to go through the gate at the graveyard to the Plateau of Lang. Next is Joe Diamond. He's going to have an encounter at the woods. You see a woman pouring blood on a field of flowers. When you move closer, she is gone. Make a luck +1 check. If you pass, she left her jewelry among the blood, and you gain $3. If you fail, the strange combination of blood and flowers is toxic, and you lose 2 stamina. Joe has a luck of 3, so we're going to roll 4 die. And he got a success, so he will get $3. This will bring him back up to 4. Our next investigator, Diana, is in the East Town streets, so she will not have an encounter this turn. And our next investigator, Lola, is going to attempt to close the gate to Yuggoth at Independence Square. It has a -2 to close modifier, and she has a lore and fight of both 4. So she's going to roll 2 die. And she closed the gate. She's going to spend 8 clue tokens. That'll bring her down to 1 to seal the gate. Lola gains a gate trophy, and we have to remove all circle monsters from the board. The only monster we're removing is the Bikey that was up in the sky. So now all we have is the ghost at the witch's house, the cultist in the sky, and that's it. That's it for our Arkham Encounters phase. Went pretty well this turn. We got to seal a gate, and Joe got some money. So we're moving on to our other World Encounters phase. Min is in the Plateau of Lang, where she needs a red or green Otherworld Encounter card. Our first one is yellow. We'll draw again. We drew a green one, and there is no Plateau of Ling on there, so we go to Other. Black stars shine upon you, and reality is reversed. If you were cursed, you are now blessed. If you were blessed, you are now cursed. She wasn't blessed or cursed, so nothing happens this turn. And now we're moving on to our Mythos phase. And a gate and a monster will appear at the woods. It's a good thing Joe Diamond got there this turn and got those clue tokens. We have another gate to Yuggoth opening up. And for our monster, we got another Dimensional Shambler. -3 to sneak. -2 to horror checks, doing 1 sanity damage. -2 to combat checks, and if you fail, you're lost in time and space. He only has 1 toughness. Because Joe Diamond was already at the woods, he'll get pulled through the gate. And he will be delayed in the first area of Yuggoth. Another gate opened up, so time to add another Doom token. We now have 9 tokens on our Doom track. Because we added Doom token, Diana's going to use her Dark Insight ability to gain 1 sanity. This will bring her back up to 2 sanity. Next, a clue will appear at Independence Square. Lola's already there, so she'll get it. This will bring her up to 2 clue tokens. For monster movement, we have the circle symbol, the square, and the diamond. The only monster we have that matters for movement this turn is the Shambler. He is a square, so he'll move the black arrow. He's also a red monster, so he will move twice. First, he will move from the woods to the uptown streets, and then from there to the south side streets. And for the text of our Mythos card, we drew a headline, High Tides. The tides seem to be defying the tidal charts, causing elevated water levels far upriver. Investigators in Rivertown, Easttown, and Merchant District streets or locations must pass a fight -1 check or be delayed. Looking at the board, we do have 1 investigator that's affected by this. Diana is in the Easttown streets. All the other investigators are safe. Diana has a fight rating of 1, so she will roll 0 die, so she will automatically be delayed. With both Diana and Joe Diamond being delayed, I think our movement phase is going to be pretty quick next turn. Alright guys, that's the end of our turn. We had a pretty good turn. We got our 3rd gate sealed. We're halfway there. And I've got a couple investigators with 8 clue tokens each, so we still might be able to do this. We do have our ancient one pretty close to waking up, but we'll see how the next few turns play out. Today is the 14th, so tomorrow Diablo 3 comes out. I gotta be honest, I may not get a video up tomorrow. I got a feeling I'll be playing that a lot, but if I don't get a video up tomorrow, then I will have one up the day after tomorrow. I do have a lot of fun playing Arkham Horror, and I do enjoy putting the videos up. So if I don't see you guys tomorrow, I will see you in 2 days. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.